What up? You just got your first F1 and get the hype. Let's go, dude. Very excited about this one here. Me too. Oh, Annette. Let's check Annette's DM. Okay, I'll have to take a look at this afterwards. It's been Annette. Okay, I'll take a look at this after Annette. Ricky, thank you so much for the tier 1. Can we get more info on that Alex collab board? I don't really have any more info to give you. It's just the photos, like the renders. I think the next step is to see how well we can do that gradient stuff. But I think that board's gone through a few revisions and it's looking really good so far. So excited for that. There's a lot of good boards coming out, man. Dude, like even today's board, like the Encore, the new version with the crown mounting system. Over the moon to try this. Ooh, what DAC amp did you get, Basil? This is their new mounting system. Actually, I want to listen to some jazz, not like lo-fi random stuff. I think jazz sounds nicer to me right now. Let's go back to the main page here. Okay, well, we're setting the mood now. Oh, those are pretty good, Basil. I haven't tried them personally. Hello, any updates on the Schema 60? I was going to update the website this week. I didn't have time. Unfortunately, I just got blasted with too much fucking work this week. So this week has been very difficult to keep all the extras I wanted to do, like, in place, I guess. So I didn't have time, unfortunately. It is what it is. Can't really do much. I'm loving it. A nice upgrade from the amp department. The Chord Mojo's still
Friendly
very good.
reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, use your free sub to support our great leader. Love you,
damn,
bro.
Leader. Love you too, Snick. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. And yes, this is the new mode board. This is not the Sonnet. This is the Encore, which is, I would say, a more, maybe this isn't fair to say. I don't know, my own opinion here. I think this has a more substantial upgrade than the Sonnet. The Sonnet is interesting because the Sonnet went from a Sonnet to then a Sonnet like 1.5 to now I think a Sonnet 2.0. The Sonnet's gone through a bunch of revisions where it feels like now it's finally got its complete big upgrade. The Encore, I think, has gotten some small revisions for very small parts. But now the Encore is Mode's new project. Well, maybe Matthew's new project, but Mode as an entirety, where they've introduced a new mounting system. Just a little heads up before we get into today's stream, because I'm actually really excited and I just want to dive in. Plus, we'll have tons of time to talk while we do stabilizers. This is going to be sponsored. Mode does sponsor the channel here. That's never stopped me from being objective before. So if you guys don't want to see the board today, and don't trust me, then that's fine too. But I will do everything in my power to provide Mode the best feedback possible, and to give you guys the best option to pick something up, whether you guys like it or not. But this is going to be a fun one too, because Mode's new crown mounting system was developed alongside, I believe it was Swoop. I really recommend watching their video of their new mounting system. Very interesting stuff. So they've definitely put a lot of work into this. Very excited to open this up and try it. Happy Friday, everyone. How you doing, resident? Just not for Gamba, you don't trust me? Well, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, wait, you changed your name. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, true, Eamon, it has. I don't trust you. Goodbye. Bye, Xander. Love you, buddy. I bought the Neo 65 Core Plus, but low-key want to buy this too. That'd be fun.
18 months is a weird thing to celebrate.
Hi,
Nobody says happy 78 weeks. Except me, just now, apparently.
Happy 78. Is it 78 weeks? God damn. God damn. I have seen the highs and it looks really cool. Is this going to be more or less in stock? I don't know what their plans are for how they're going to stock this, if I'm being 100 with you guys. Because I know right now it's a pre-order for right now, right? I don't know what the idea is with the Encore. I mean, it probably is going to be their old model, I'm guessing. I don't know if Matthew or anyone's in chat, but we can ask if they're in later. I didn't even think to ask that. I just assumed it's going to be Mode's typical model where they pre-order parts and then they just have things available. Have you used the Kafka? Yes, I use the Kafka for gaming a lot. I just don't use it for this computer because I'm not going to lie. The switches I have them right now, they're really cool. I definitely want something a bit more noisy for streaming or just for working. So Kafka is a gaming board for me. No, I haven't, dude. I'm going to have to take out those switches soon. Oh my God, I am not looking forward to doing that. Alex, I have a very important question that needs a very important answer. Okay. Also, I little life update, side update. I'm going to go get my eyes checked on Tuesday because my left eye has been feeling very weird. I can't even put into description how it feels. It just kind of feels like very tired. I don't know. And I'm just really, really like, not concerned, but so Tuesday I'm going to go check that out. It's been nerve-wracking for me the last few days. Doodle, thank you so much for the Prime. I appreciate it, man. What's your current opinions on it? Any likes or dislikes now that they've used it a lot more? For which one, sorry, Xander? The Encore? Vitamins? I don't know if it's vitamins. Retinal detachment? Oh gosh. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Eye health is super, super important. Yeah, I'm not going to take any chances, Bird, for sure. I think I'm just tired. I think I'm just I've been doing a lot of in front of the screen reading and work. So I'm hoping it's just a little bit of fatigue. That's all, Also, I put this on because I thought it was cold, but it's actually not that bad now. So I kind of regret wearing this, but it's okay. We're going to power through this. Okay, let's first go through the web page here. Let me share the screen. No, I didn't put anything underneath this, thinking it would be better if I just did it like this, but I guess not. But it's okay. The Encore, Love Mode's new website, by the way. Absolutely love this. So, the Encore comes in a few different colors now. I think last time we even checked, most of these are going to be $299 to start, I believe. I think the only way it gets higher is maybe switching PCBs, but maybe not. But we have Black Sesame, which, I mean, I think this is going to be the perfect combo for someone who's just looking for that, warm, but also very, very slick style. Matcha cream. Believe it or not, I think last time I looked at this, and I'm still on this, I don't know if this is my fave colorway. We have Mocha Mushroom. Love this thing, dude. This colorway hits. I actually like this more than the black and walnut one. This is legitimately one of the best ones. Monterey Dune. I also like this new... Is it Monterey Dune? Yeah, Monterey Dune. I also really like this new color that Mode's doing, this new style. I got to admit, it does look really good. Thank you, Vocaloid. Appreciate you, man. And then we have Studio Light. I think Studio Light's been done before, right? Or at least something similar. I don't think this is an absolutely new colorway, but I do think it's a classic colorway. I don't mind this at all either. I do really, really like Mocha Mushroom and Monterey Dune. I think those are legitimately some of the best colors on this one. The mushroom color is insane, dude. Mode's new color schemes are great. I don't think the other Encores in the past you ever could customize them, so this is not customizable just like the other Encores. They even have viewing the materials and stuff, which is really cool, so you can see them up close. Very thoughtful website. $2.99 is the price for basically everything, it seems. I don't think we can get this higher unless we choose different plates. And then it comes with either a hot swap or solder PCB with decent options, I would say, for hot swap. And then for solder, you get literally everything you want. Then we get different plate options here. Unfortunately, the aluminum plate does raise this $10. I was hoping maybe the alu plate would be a bit more standardized. But I mean, $309 with the alu plate, because if this performs like the other Encores, it's probably going to be the best plate. Obviously very subjective, but I think it was the most balanced plate. Yeah, also thank you, Mode, for not abandoning solder. Also, what's this? Oh, they have like a little meter. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Wow, I'm actually shocked Mode's offering copper. Damn. I mean, I'm probably never going to get a copper plate, but I didn't even see this last time when I was looking at this. I mean, I would probably go with palm and aluminum. Copper is a bit much. And then you can pick switches and then add that all up, include stabs. So not bad. Is it weird? It's not weird. It's just, I don't know, copper on this board, I'd need to try it. For some reason, my brain's not comprehending it. Copper is usually pretty bright and also very metal sounding. I'm not a big fan. Never have been, but to each their own. Yeah, dead sounding's also a great way to... I mean, it depends. Maybe this new mounting system kind of slaps. Who knows? I want to open this up. I have yet to open this. Like, I have not really looked at the board up close, so... Ugh. Now, some other knowledge about the Encore that I will portray to you guys. This is the new packaging, sort of. Not finalized, but for the most part. Create, work, play. Thank you, Ann. Appreciate the bits. So nice. Let me get this out of here. Little create, work, play. Shit. Oh, did you not mean to do that? That's crazy. How you doing, Mod Musics? Again, not final packaging. I also put this packaging together for this particular unit, just as an FYI. So if it's not the best packaging in the world, it's because it's my fault. So I think you're going to get more, obviously, if you end up picking up this board. I think you're going to get a screwdriver kit. Maybe Matthew can confirm or deny here. Your accessories will probably be, for the most part, here and here. So this is where the mounting systems will be. And then if you order stabilizers, I believe the stabs will be on this cutout. Now, whether you hate it or whether you love it, Mode is going in a direction where it's a bit more reusable and sustainable packaging, a bit more thoughtful packaging. This won't come with a hard shell. I don't believe other Encores came with a hard shell either. I think most of them are packed in boxes. I know that matters somewhat for some people, maybe a lot for others, maybe no one really cares about it anymore, but this does not come with a hard shell case. We also have our plates. Now, I actually love the way they package the plates. I think it's quite nice that they're kind of between two really thick cardboard pieces. Less chance for it to kind of warp and bend. Better than kind of just, you know, slapping on the top of a case and just hoping it doesn't get warped. So that's pretty thoughtful there. And then we have our PCB, which I don't know what they sent me actually. Hot swap, okay. Can you get case extra? Can you, Matthew? I'm not too sure. Can you order hard shells? Yeah, and that's, you know, and that's gonna be something that I want everyone to also be aware of. I do see a lot of people, a lot of brands kind of moving away from hard shells. Actually, Matthew, I'm okay. I don't think I need any more screwdrivers. In fact, if you'd like me to demo one of the many screwdriver kits that I have from Mode, here, I got you. Don't worry, they're right here. I just dropped something else, but here, they fit like this. I don't think I need any more. I just dropped like 3 of them. There's like 17,000 I have. We would need a screwdriver? Dude, stop dropping shit. Actually, it was my paintbrush that dropped. It was sitting behind it. All right, and now we have the case. I don't need any more. You're a painter now? I actually did start doing some oil painting. I'm getting back into it, I think. I want to do it again, so. And we have the keyboard. Hi Oz, how you doing, man? I think my camera is leaning a little bit green, but I don't think this is green. I don't know why it's actually leaning a smidge green. Love this already. Love this already. So this is going to be the Monterey Dune color. Looks like an Encore. I mean, yeah, hopefully. That's what it looks like on the renders. To my eyes right now, and maybe it's the angle I'm looking at, this definitely doesn't have the little, I mean, from the camera, it has a smidge of green. From my eyes, this is more of like a titanium color. So just as like a heads up. I don't know, is it something to do with, let me see something here quick. I know I have a slight adjustment to colors on my, no, that doesn't do anything. Not really. Yeah, okay. Trippy. Very, very interesting. I love this though. I mean, I've already liked the Encore, so just as a little disclaimer here, like the Encore is a very pretty board. I've liked it since it came out. It looks great. No one can convince me otherwise. It's a very good looking board. I think we've even seen some boards take some inspiration from the Encore. Very, very pretty. So nice.
What? D.
Thank you, dude. Thank you so much for 18 months, Rem. I appreciate you, man. Yeah, you know what, too? I know there's going to be some people who are going to ask, like, does this have a weight in it? It doesn't. From my experience of doing a bunch of Encores, I think I've literally built, including client builds, about 10 or even 15 at this point, maybe a little bit more. The Encores that I end up liking the most are aluminum. That's no secret. I think even the... there was one time where I built it with the full copper base, and it gets expensive, and I didn't like it as much as just the standard aluminum one. You know, just to go over some of this stuff, I do think the stepped internals help a lot with the sound signature here. Like, a lot. But it looks great. We have some anno hook marks it looks over here, just to point that out to you guys. Not a big deal. But, so anno hook marks are where they hang the piece and then anodize it. Smart to put it there if you have to have it anywhere. But looks good. The feet will be push-in feet on the bottom, which is awesome. We love to see that. God, this color is gorgeous. So nice. How much does the key weigh? We can get the scale later when it's fully built, and then we'll go through it all. He said feet? Yeah. And then we have the really oversized, well, I consider this oversized compared to some of the other boards we've seen, but a very beautiful cherry lip. Very, very, very nice looking. Love this. All right, let's zoom back out here. Let's take a look at the PCB and stuff too. We'll look at the crown mounting system as we go here too, but maybe they'll be the last thing we look at because that's going to be the newest change to this. You can see the cavities for those too. So that's going to be the other change, the cavities for the crown mounting system there. Now, the crown mounting system works in both a top and, I guess, gasketed configuration. I do believe if you want the extra mounting system... Actually, is that on the webpage at all? Oh, I do believe you have to pick that up. But you know what? I thought that was an additional add-on, but I don't see it on the selection for the Encore. Maybe I'm just not seeing it at all, but... Thank you, Kong. Appreciate you, man. This is the Monterey Dune one. I don't think much has changed in terms of PCB here. It's on the extras page. Oh, okay. You know, little feedback. Maybe it should be on the page where you pick up the board. I don't know. Maybe it should be like, you know, where it says like include stabs. Maybe it should also say like include top mount. I don't know. Just as like a little piece of feedback. I probably would have ordered this and missed the top mount. And then, is previous Encore tops and bottoms compatible? I highly, highly doubt it. I'm not sure if the wood's compatible, but they're new, I believe they're new systems over here, so I don't think you can use the old ones. Right? So they're totally different shapes on the inside. I don't think the wood is either, but I'll let Matthew answer about the wood. I'm pretty positive it's not. I do like the color of this PCB. It's like a very deep green, which kind of matches my wall. Had to rework the inside and change all the geometry. I figured as much. So Hot Swap has a bunch of compatibility. The only thing it does not have is ISO. If you did want ISO, Solder PCB has that from the looks of it. But can't go wrong with this. Create every day. We have a little Gondo PCB. Gondo makes great stuff. Gondo designed the Manta PCB as well, in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, this is such a good match. Honestly, I will admit, I learned this recently too. I've always been very like same when it comes to like accenting wood, right? What I learned from talking to A, my girlfriend, and B, another friend who's really into design, it's really important when you're doing like a room full of like natural tones like wood and stuff. You don't always want to stick with like the same color maple, for example. Sometimes it's nice to go with like oak, and it's nice to go with different styles of wood. So I think I've been doing it kind of wrong by buying everything maple all the time. I think maybe the correct way to do it, from what I understand now, is you kind of want to have different tones of stuff like that. But I guess, obviously, super subjective, to each their own. Waiting for the chat to freak over. Oh, you know what? Guys, I don't even know what to tell you guys about that anymore. You know what? That's just the way I speak. All right? And then we have some plates that they sent over as well. One of them has been used. So this has been used. The palm plate seems to have absorbed something. I don't know what happened to the palm plate. But I think, from what I understand, Matthew really likes the palm plate on this. I might do the aluminum still. And I have a proposition for you guys. There's two switches I was thinking of using today. I'll tell you guys the reason for both, okay? Number one, got them in finally. Peacock switches from Type Plus. Number two, we could use a switch that I've used for the Encore in the past and I absolutely loved, Gateron Milky Yellows. If you guys wanted to do Milky Yellows, it'd be interesting because we've done Encores in the past with Milky Yellows. I'm also not 100% convinced it's going to be that much of like a difference to the point where we're like, wow, so different. So I am considering maybe we use Peacock switches. Maybe we put it to a vote. Half and half. Oh, man. No half and half. Melodics. Oh, my gosh. Actually, was there feet in here? Did I double check if there's feet? There is. Okay. Check general. Man, is it like another screenshot of me acting a fool? It's always something. You guys always trick me into looking at things like this. Open my windbreaker and the arrow key. When the arrow you used to say messed up because it was displaced. Oh my, you know what, dude? Leave me alone. All right, let's do it. Let's do a poll. Also, I switched lenses back because I think I found the issue with the face cam constantly going out of focus. So let me know if you guys see it. I also think I fixed the flickering light in the background now too. Switches, peacocks, or what was I doing? Milky Yellows. 2-minute poll. Go for it. It's a nice sweater. Thanks, man. Appreciate it, dude. Swap to the derivative today. Ooh. What color derivative is yours gonna add? I don't remember now. I'll see you in court. Okay, I'll see you there. I'll see you there. Clay derivative. Very nice, very nice. Speaking of lenses, I just got the Sigma 14-40 1.8. Beautiful lens, man. You know, Hog, I'm a little jealous right now. That's the one I wanted, but there was a better price on the Tamron one, this one here. So I have a 20-40 Tamron that I ended up buying. It's only a 2.8, and I do slightly regret not just spending, I think it was like an extra $150 on the Sigma one at the time, or whatever it was. But the only thing I will say, having tested both the Sigma and the Tamron, I do find the Tamron focuses a bit faster. But that lens there, the Art, I mean, I'm also a bit of a... I like Sigma's lenses a lot. They make good stuff. A little jealous. I hope you like the lens, man. Thanks, Ping. Appreciate the kind words. Watched you a few days here, and you watch your videos as well. You seem to prefer milky yellows. Well, it's not so much that I prefer milky yellows as to... I think milky yellows, cherry... There's a bunch of switches that I prefer to use. I just find milky yellows to be the most consistent. And then also, people disagree with this, but we can check out different switches from time to time. However, I do find it's very valuable sometimes if we have a consistent switch that we use for testing purposes. It just so happens over the years that's milky yellows and cherry MX2As, or just cherry in general. So consistency, just for the sake of like referencing back sound and like knowing what a switch sounds like when it's good, typically that's what we use, you know. Considering ordering an Encore with palm and milky yellows. Oh, this guy, David knows the sound signatures, bro. Tell you what, if we have enough time today, maybe we'll do both. However, I do think there's going to be a shorter stream coming up in the next like few days. Perhaps we'll just do a second build, so we don't burn ourselves out of building stuff today. All right, time to go get me some stabilizers. God, I love this. Two of my favorite 65s right here. God damn, dude. Okay, what stabs should I use today? Type Plus or Night? Yeah, I'll use Night stabs. I actually found an old pair of C3 stabs, which I'm going to save for a very special board. Probably a personal one. And they're bright green because someone like custom dyed them for me. But I'm going to save them. Yeah, C3 stabs. I don't really remember how to mod C3 stabs. It's been that long since I've used them. Did I stop using granites? No, I have tons of granites. I have a whole bushel full of them. I just feel like if I use granites for everything, it's going to end up being the same thing as milky yellows. People are going to get sick of it. So every now and then we'll use them. Granites are in the same as my milky yellow and cherry thing, where they're like a reference switch now. So, but peacock switches I haven't used. They're still by Type Plus. I have a feeling they're going to sound kind of similar, but we'll see. Roses? I actually have a batch of roses. Did I tell you guys? These are factory lubed, yeah. I don't really recommend going over Type Plus's factory lube. It's like a dry lubricant. It's not quite the same as 205, so it kind of ends up coating on top of each other. They're like the one thing I don't recommend doing. Actually, let me get like a mat because I cannot see these clear switches. You know, I'm just gonna do it on the back of this. Actually, no, I don't want to do it on the back of this. Do I not have my cork mats? Where are they? Oh, right there. Alright. Still can't get over the TDC XPTs, my daily. Yeah. I did order another batch of those. They haven't come in yet. They're very nice. Do mode stabs need to be lubed? Yes, mode stabs, absolutely. Oh, what happened here? Need to be lubed. Absolutely. Alright. 205? 205, I guess. Do that. I don't think there's any more in here, so I have to get a new batch. Actually, you know what? I don't need to grab a new batch. I can just use this. Okay. Also, Facecam today is 1:1 aspect ratio. That's some change. Yeah, I squared it off just because... the only reason I squared it off is just because, like, I feel like the wide didn't really make sense for this. I don't know. I'm going to be changing a few things of my stream layout soon-ish, so... Any reason you don't use a lube pen? I ran out. I ran out and I have other things of lubricant I'm going to use first before I order more. That's all. They're actually so handy to use for stabilizers, but I personally think, Matthew, everything that I've come across needs a bit of lube. There are some stabs in which people try to convince me it doesn't need lube, and I disagree. But my personal preference is everything does. Even the stuff that people say is good out of the box. How do these work this way? Honestly, it looks like a window in some Pro FX editor would animate you invading the desk with that window. Does it? Yeah, I want to do a whole new stream layout. Like I want to do a whole bunch of new animation stuff, and I don't know, I have a lot of ideas. It's just really figuring out how to implement those ideas, you know. Does usual lubricant Mannix Cherry work? I don't know what that is exactly, Strong. What do you mean by that question? Or I guess what exactly is that? I love that keyboard, but the price is so high. You know, speaking of pricing for the Encore, to speak freely here, and I guess maybe this is overstepping a little bit. I actually thought the Encores would get a little bit of a in price just because of the way everything's going right now for the economy and whatnot. So I was very pleasantly surprised to see this is still $299, or I guess kept within the $300 range. Because you know what, I think, and this is not like I hope Mode doesn't take this as like a pass to like raise the board or anything in terms of price. I was even thinking, like, before I saw price points for these things, I was thinking like $350, like $360-ish would probably be the price for this. So $299 is nice to see. Yeah, I think like the $20 increase from what it was originally like isn't the end of the world for me. But I've definitely seen some projects get requoted, and it's been like more than 25% higher. So again, just with the price of aluminum going up and everything else, it is nice to see. I don't know if it's just my camera or my screen, but this is more of like a titanium with a smidge of gold, I guess. So maybe a very dark champagne. I don't know, maybe is my face cam a bit better? No, maybe it's just my screen right now, but. Do you use the standard Milky Yellows or Pros? I kind of flex between both. I have no, like, which way that I prefer. It's not very heavy, no. It's pretty light board. $20 for the behind-the-scenes work that has gone in 2026 release is so valid. Yeah, you know what? Actually, didn't even comment on that, too. This has a new mounting system. And a lot of work went into it. Like, a lot of work. So, $20 increase legitimately blows my mind. So, I'm pretty happy with pricing on this. It's nice to see that you guys, for the most part, maybe a few people that have mentioned it so far, seem to be fine with the pricing. So kudos to Mode there. But I get they probably don't sell enough in the EU for it to be worth. Oh, yeah, I don't know the logistics for that, like for Mode. I don't obviously want to speak on their behalf, but I also would love to see some EU folks getting Mode boards in the EU from a vendor without having to pay import fees like that. I don't know if they plan to, but it would be nice. And I definitely encourage Mode to do so. I never looked up the difference between standard and Pro Milky Yellows. I'm guessing better molds and lube. Huh. I'm laughing because Gatoron doesn't do better lube. Gatoron does whatever we want to do kind of lube. It's just different, I think, materials they use for the most part. Maybe different molds, maybe. But Gatoron does very bad lubing. One of the worst in the biz, baby. Actually, no, Cherry's worst. Who do you guys think is the worst? Maybe Cherry. Maybe Cherry. I was going to go to the gym today, guys, but I didn't have time. I ran out. I did get my lamp in. I'm very happy. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but it's kind of sitting on the floor. Do you guys want to see it? It's just a little floor lamp / table lamp, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, you guys want to see it? switch to this screen. Oh, it's plugged in right now. I hope I can bring it to the screen. I don't know if the cable's long enough. But it's this guy. I got one of these. I think I'm going to put it next to my my desk. But it's the Akari 01. Yeah, dude. I just wanted something a little cozy while I work because I don't have any lamps in this room, if you guys didn't know. It's literally just this and that. So, I don't know what keycaps I'm going to use, actually. I'm thinking a GMK set. You have a window, though? There is a window, but there's no light that comes through this window. It's like out of the path of light forever. So it's usually pretty dim. Usually nothing. GMK shocker. It's 7:30 p.m. here? Yeah, it's 7:30 here too. Just want to go to bed, monster. That's how I felt last night. After I got off stream last night, I literally sat down, I watched some Invincible, and I was falling asleep on the couch, and I just went to bed. I was so tired, man. Modern mats only on Matthew boards. You know, I was actually thinking we don't do modern materials today. I feel like every time I do an encore or something, I use modern mats. You know? As much as I wanted to put Matthew stuff on Matthew stuff, I feel like we always do it. Every time, almost every time I've done a mode encore, I feel like I've definitely used a modern materials. Site 1? Can we get a ban on Annette? He's really annoying me. He wants me to answer a question, and he's doing this? Can you guys believe that? Oh my god, dude. Can you believe you'd say that while Mr. Encina is here? You know what? He threatened me with sending me more screwdrivers, so he deserves it. Classicer might be fun. I was thinking Classicer. Shout out to Gorp. Yo, I want Gorp, but it's so expensive. Strong, I don't know what you're asking me, man. Strong, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna ban you just because you're being kind of weird, bro. You're being like a little invasive with questions and not making any sense. And I don't really vibe with that, bro. So like, see ya. Yeah. Gorp sold out. Yeah, they also had Gorp at Keebs and Cables, but god damn, the extras are expensive, dude. Bro was just like asking weird questions and like making no sense. X-Ray would slap on this board? X-Ray works on everything. I should have sniped from Oblo when I saw he had a few left. Was Oblo cheaper? I didn't realize Oblo had it. Olive light? Dude, you remember we used dark olive on the first encore? That was beautiful. Looking at that guy's message history, he's a straight troll? Probably. I don't get people with trolling. I guess they're just really bored. Aw shit, all I do is ask weird questions and say sus stuff. Don't ban me. You're all good, Alex. I have this exact set on my encore. What a coincidence. Yeah, this guy copies me, dude. But I love him. I love him.
Top or bottom, Alex? Personally,
Yeah,
I prefer the bottom of the keyboard since Terry's more space for designs and you can put cool weights there. On the other hand, the top is where the keycaps go. I'm kinda torn.
Yep, I agree. The top for me is definitely the cooler part of the keyboard. I love it looking at X-ray caps, but I don't like typing on them. It's a shame. Oh, are you not into the sound profile? It's definitely different. It's not for everyone. Not quite the GMK ABS goodness. Oh, also, I wanted to bring this up today. I don't know how to say this, but if you guys are doing trading for like keyboards and buying keyboards, please don't use cryptocurrencies or do friends and family. Just stick with PayPal goods and service. Please. Yeah, that's all. Just like, it's my ask for you guys, just to like be safe with your purchases from other people. You know, I know you might think saving 2% is like worth it in the long run, but I guarantee you it is not. So please just stick to friends and or to not friends and family. Just goods and services only on PayPal. That's it. Someone got scammed, but it's not the first time I've seen this. And like, there's a literal channel rule that says only goods and services. So yeah, save 2% and lose 100. Yeah, and pancakes, right? Like people have been AIing shit. Like it's so easy to AI stuff now. So like, just don't do that. Dude, mode keyboards are very timeless. Hard agree. Do a little bit more loop on this. I'm not disappointed. I'm just like, I feel like we've put in so many rules in place and reminders that it almost kind of feels like, you know when you skip the terms of
Clearly
service,
the
but it's like
solution
really
is
important
to
that you
only
read them?
buy keyboards from friends and family. PayPal goods and services scares me.
Yeah, that too. Or you could just not do it. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, we put in so many things and I don't know. It's not that I'm annoyed at it. It's just like, I don't know what else to do. People won't even read stream title. Yeah, true. Even as a seller, goods and services better in both short and long term. I once had to get a part get lost in shipping and it was way easier to refund my friend. Yeah, that too, man. Plus, it's nice to have that kind of log of stuff too, so. Okay. 7U, obviously. I don't normally chat, but I built my first keyboard, Neo 65 Core Plus, and your videos helped me be confident. Anthony, sorry for being a little delayed on this. Dude, hell yes. What color scheme did you go for? Where's the prologue? I don't know. I don't know Mode's timeline with the prologue stuff. You'd have to ask Mode. But I'm curious too. I'm very curious, dude. The reason why people do friends and family in the US is not for the 2%. It's because you don't have to do taxes on it after like $400. Are you certain? I thought the way it works in the US was sort of similar to how it works in Canada. I thought it's not so much after $400. I thought it was like if your total income for the year from selling things is like lower than like $10,000 or something like that. I don't know the number. Is it really truly per transaction? That's so stupid. How can Mode call it the prologue if it's not even the first board they send you? Damn. Really getting philosophical with this. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, man. Want to know your opinion if it's worth the spring swap using a multi-stage spring for tactile experience. The truth of the matter is, Ken, I have tried many multi-stage, single stage, whatever. You probably won't notice it. The spring on the Switch is too, I would honestly even say too small to really notice a direct impact from that, so. Yeah, okay, so Gingy, am I correct on that then? If it's after a certain amount? So it's like total income? I don't think it's per transaction. I don't think it's ever been per transaction. Yeah, I made the face. Should I make the face cam a little bit smaller? Yes or no? 200 transactions is also weird. Like, what if they're $201 transaction? Switch cams? Oh, you don't want to see the keyboard? Landscape face cam that aligned with the chat width was best. Okay, you know what? We're going to solve this right now. Let me put in this one stabilizer here. Do you guys like the way it is now? Because I was trying for something a little different. Or do you guys like it back to... That's too big. Hold on. Wrong button. Do you guys like it like this? Enhance. Which way did you guys prefer? It does feel more balanced. Fuck it, we leave it like this then. Anamorphic? Damn, should I really just make it like... I don't know. The board heavy heart that shaded away. Oh, dude, you're all good, man. You wouldn't need film nobody, turtle. Use a tilt shift. Make it tall. Can we actually have an over-changing resolution on the webcam? Or ever-changing? I can always just do it different if you guys want. Flip it. Can you stretch the face cam image so it's horizontal? I don't know what you mean by that, but let's just leave it the way it is. 8-bit? That'd be funny. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. So I was watching some content today, and a commercial came on, or an ad. And I don't remember what the ad was about, but they recorded part of the ad with a VHS, like an older camera, basically. Can I say that I really like that aesthetic? Like, I genuinely think the older camcorder style camera, to me, evokes a different feeling than standard, like, high quality content. It's not even so much that it's like about being 240p. For me, it's like, I just really, maybe it's because I grew up with stuff like that, right? So maybe I'm getting a very nostalgic, like, memory. But yeah, I don't know, that home theater kind of like, camcorder style, like, it makes me feel like everything's at home. Like, it makes me feel like, this sounds stupid, but it makes me feel like I'm watching something my family did. So, I don't know. Cabu, I'm not gonna lie, man. It does make me think of that too. Like, not so much, I didn't think of not paying bills, but like, it makes me think when I was a kid. Like, you have less worries in the world. Plus, I don't know, like, there's a certain, like, softness or, like, lightheartedness that comes with the lower quality content too. Like, it doesn't feel as serious. Like, I'm not feeling like something's being sold to me in a way. Like, I know obviously this was on an ad, but I didn't really care what the ad was. I didn't really watch it for the ad. But yeah, it was nice. I liked it. I don't know. You know what's crazy? I think my parents might have a CRT monitor or TV somewhere. I would love to play around with that again. Everything was better in the 90s. You could associate that with video format too. Yeah, I don't know. It's just me being nostalgic, I suppose. Your memories are not in 4K high definition. These blurry, shaky, low-res vids are more like memories to me. I'm with that, man. It backfires when it's fake CRT. Yeah, it does backfire a little bit, but I don't know. I think this is also why I'm considering, like, also not considering, like, I really want to get back into film. Violet,
Mr. Toes looking comfy in that sweater.
I'm super comfy right now. Thank you so much. I hope you're comfy too. I get what you're saying, and I wonder if today's kids will get that experience considering that sensors are so good. Dude, speaking of sensors, did you guys, I don't know if you guys follow sensor stuff, but G-Pixel and Leica are apparently creating their own sensor. And I guess they kind of really hyped it up. But I also didn't realize that, like, I was reading an article, and I don't know how true this is. Apparently there's been like $1.3 billion of investments from, like, or buyers to, like, own partial company in Leica. I didn't realize. I know Leica does a lot of stuff, but god damn, dude. It's 2 a.m. and someone has a very loud bass on. Oh gosh. I hate when that happens. I don't like nighttime noises. No one comes close to Sony sensors. Well, Leica uses Sony. Everyone uses Sony these days. I think even Hasselblad uses a Sony sensor. Fuji uses sensors from Sony, I know that too. Sony has pretty much dominated the market. Semiconductor business is insane. If Leica is part of that, it's huge. I think maybe they are, yeah. I mean, they make lenses and stuff too, so. Does it make any difference to use lube instead of grease for stabilizer bars? New to this? When you say grease, do you mean like dielectric grease? Dielectric grease, I would say, only used for very particular sets of stabilizers. Otherwise, 205, like the standard lube, is probably the best. If you're uncertain, just stick with 205. Dielectric can get a little thick, and it's hard to, sometimes actuate the stabilizer with it if you add too much. Right. Canon's the only odd one out, I think. Well, Canon and Nikon. I think Nikon still does their own. I don't know if Nikon's purchased Sony stuff. Thank you, AMD. Appreciate your gifted, dude. So nice.
AmdExpo gifted a tier 1 sub to Dream Girly. This is their first gift sub in the channel.
I think it's Zeiss that makes the lenses for the fancy high-end nodes, though. Well, I watched this video where, for one of the little chipsets they do or whatever, I think it's Zeiss that partners with most of those, but I know Leica also does glass stuff too. I don't know to what degree, and I think Zeiss might be bigger in that field. I'm pretty sure they are. Pretty sure. Okay, screw some of these in, and what's this? Phillips head? Phillips head. Is it a car under my window or some? Oh, I mean, maybe. Hopefully it goes away soon, Dream. Hopefully. But yeah, excited to see. I don't know. I don't really want to buy a new camera right now, but genuinely kind of cool that they're making their own sensor. I also don't really like buying first gen products, so we'll see how it turns out. I think I'm just going to watch from afar for that one there. Nikon/Red cameras look neat. Nikon's been doing some awesome stuff, man. I'm always tempted to go back to Nikon stuff, but I'm too far deep into other camera systems at this point. Stream with a camcorder? I don't have one, but it'd be cool. Hello? Stabilizer? My first gen A7R is still going strong. Just need the manual focus. Did that not have autofocus? I'm pretty sure. Did it not? I like the Sony camera. Honestly, like Sony cameras now compared to what they were are a lot better. I think in the past, like even without this filter that I have on right now to warm up some of the colors on my stream, I hated the way Sony color would come out. I thought it was always so bland and dull. Like you almost always had to edit your photos and like crank up everything. If you can make one singular issue completely disappear from society, what would it be? That's a very deep question. I think you guys are... No. I think there's one level higher than that. I think greed would probably be a huge thing. Because greed would eliminate scalping. Greed would eliminate issues with a lot of things in the world, I think. But, I mean, ultimately, there's probably a lot of issues that matter just as much. But first thing that comes to mind is, like, if I could eliminate greed. Like, this want for things always. But I wonder in some way, to I guess, play both sides of the field here, I wonder if greed's also fueled other stuff that's good. You know, like development of stuff just because you want to be greedy and you want something first. So it's interesting, but I feel like it's a very deep conversation. And I don't know if I'm well prepared to answer anything past this. That'd be pride? Maybe pride. I feel like it can lean both ways, sort of. Disagree on that one? Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, for me, my answer would still be greed. I think greed can be eliminated. I feel like without greed, then a lot of people would go insane and end their own lives, not because a lot of people truly achieve self-actualization. I disagree with that. I don't think people would go that crazy. I think without, or I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's a super deep conversation. If I want to be silly with it, though, the one thing I can remove, I would personally say soup, because I don't like soup. That's a problem, right? To me, that's a big problem. And if I didn't have to deal with people asking me if I want soup all the time, that'd be great. So for me, that's what it is. Unfollowed, unsubbed. Matthew, what do you prefer, palm plate or aluminum? What should I use today? I kind of want to do alu, but I don't know what to use. Maybe we do palm plate. I kind of want to know Matthew's opinion, though. Soup plate? Nah. I see a fellow soup hater. I haven't liked soup since I was a kid, man. I have not liked soup for a long time. Hard to say with peacock switches? Yeah, with peacocks. Haven't tried those? I think peacocks are more or less going to be like the classic blues, so I mean pretty standard fare switch. I don't know. Do you mute? Thank you so much for 5 tier 1s. Was it because I didn't like soup? I appreciate you, man. I just listen, man. My girlfriend's probably gonna like roll her eyes right now if she's watching, but listen, for me, soup, I would rather just drink water with a little flavoring on the side, just like a glass of water, and eat something solid. I'm just not into it, man. It just makes me feel like I'm sick whenever I eat soup, because that's what my brain associates it with. I just feel like I'm going through something right now. Like I feel like for me, when I'm eating a soup of some sort, I feel like I'm trying to get better.
5 months, let's go.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it, man. Hey, man, we're going to have different food preferences. That's my weird food preference. Okay, let's do alu. You guys have a weird food preference? How would you rate GMK Pono? I wish I could tell you guys. My Pono set, my girlfriend stole, so I don't know. I guess it's good. I haven't seen it in a while. She has it on her board. I don't even think I got to use it ever on stream. She legitimately took it from me. I don't know. I'll make you some gumbo. Is gumbo considered a soup, though? When's their proposal?
Alex, there is a perfect receptacle on your desk right now, just waiting for hot soup fresh off the burner to be poured in. Come on.
Is it this? Alright, make sure these are all actuating nicely. Gumbo is gumbo? I don't know if I consider gumbo soup. Don't worry, guys. If we want to change this up a little bit today, we can always change up the spacebar, stuff like that. Also, I have another day that we can just build another Encore.
Cue the air horns, alexotos shifty eyes.
How you doing, Destin? Feels like I haven't seen you in a while, man. How have things been? Now you need to have a soup and bowls bowl on stream. You know what? I can maybe tolerate that amount of soup. I think I'm down. Hold on. I bent this pin a little. Let me grab my switch probe. You feel like palm's becoming more uncommon? It seems like PP and PC are the plastic plates now. I will admit, though, I do feel like palm and PP plate have been a bit interchangeable by designers. Like, usually I do see one or the other. I think more people have been leaning to polypropylene lately. I don't know why. It's been a minute, my guy. Things have been wild to say the least, but alive and kicking. Wifey and I got a little one on the way. Pause 1 second. Destin, congratulations on that. That's going to be big. You guys excited? You guys stressed out? Probably more stressed, I bet, right? I bet more stressed than anything. Alex's worst nightmare, potato soup? I don't think I've ever had potato soup, so you know what? I don't even think about that. I'm not even stressed. People go polypropylene because it's deeper than palm. It's a little deeper, yeah. A smidge. Just a smidge. Gumbo feels closer to stew. I'm also not huge into stew, personally. I don't know. Like I said, if you guys have weird food takes, I would also love to hear your weird food takes. Genuinely curious. Are Mode planning to release an FR4 plate for the current gen? No, but, you know, I was going to bring this up afterwards, like at the very end. But I would like to see Mode release plate files so people can make their own plates. I don't know. I've always been a big person on releasing plate files. I don't want Mode to release it, you know, maybe right off the bat, because obviously that would eat into their sales. But it would be nice down the road to get plate files being open to people who can make their custom plates. In a way, too, I have this like bit of a theory where if you allow people to kind of make one part of your board, maybe they'll be more inclined to buy their board, you know? We plan to. We're working on a repository for all of our boards. Hell yeah. Hell yes. That's big news. Love that. Also, question for you too, Matthew. You know the hot swap standoffs? I know I only got a prototype box. Are those going to be in the box too?
Curious if you still plan on doing a rebuild for the He Overture? Considering buying it but haven't heard a single foamless build of it and don't want to join the group buy and then it sound May.
I don't actually have it anymore. I had to send that over to Keybay Tech, so I only have the MX PCB. Do I have a spare PCB that would work with that? I'm not sure. Okay, sounds good. I just want to let people know too. So yeah, it will come with standoffs, but Mode has now changed that, like we've talked about in the past, where they're no longer adhered to the board with solder. If I have some time for Logos rebuild, in all honesty, there's just a lot of builds in the next few weeks, so. Optional standoffs, they're screens, yes. You can take them off and on, or not include them at all in your builds. That's what's nice. The Kafka PCB? Yeah, but that means I have to take off the current switches from the Kafka. What do I think about the Heisen? It looks cool. I want to see it, obviously, like in person. I have the box here, I just have not opened it. I'm new to keyboards and I'm looking to buy an Encore. Excellent choice. Are there any switches you recommend for more thocky sound profile? Get a polypropylene plate or just any plastic plate. Or, sorry, palm, I guess. I forget which one they're selling. Yo, honestly, blue cheese V2s. I think blue cheese is exactly what you're looking for. Does anyone else have any suggestions? Get the V2s, man. The blue cheese V2s are deep. They have, I think, literally they check every box for you. Still one of my favorite switches. Aqua Kings, please. My suggestion is MX Blacks. I don't know if that fits the bill, but I have like 400 blue cheese switches. I don't know if Oz is here, but I'm going to be doing a whole bunch for Oz. I think they're shipping this, or I guess next week. Would blue cheese V2 thock on a Neo 65 Core Plus? I think so. Random question, but when are you looking at the Wooting V2? You know, I was actually, if we didn't get the Encore in time, I was going to do that today instead of the Nut. I hate that board name. Let me see. Do I have time to do it soon? If something gets canceled next week, I can do it next week. But right now, like, I have no solid plans to do the board. The Nut. It's literally called the Nut 65. I hate the board name. It's the worst board name ever. I mentioned your art today in my college job. Did you? How'd that go? I'm so honored. Thank you very much. Proud owner of the Nut 65. Worst for you would be the... Oh, please. I don't even... Maybe next board we'll just... All right, Alex, calm down. This Alex guy, dude. This Alex guy. You're so late, there's already a Nut 100? God, dude. I'm waiting for the Nut 69. They knew what they were doing, man. They knew that it would get searched more by calling it that ridiculous name. Don't ban me, please. I'm sorry. No, you're good, bro. You're good. Chat horny on main on Friday? It's true. It's Friday, though. I don't blame anyone, man. I'm really looking forward to the weekend. I need my tomorrow to be free so I can get some stuff done around here. Get your mind out of the gutter, Alex. They definitely didn't mean it. Clueless? Yeah, my bad, my bad. This weekend, my favorite artist? Dude, lately I've been listening to a lot of Dean Martin again. Dean Martin and a little bit of Frank Sinatra. It's been a bit calming to listen to it, but I don't know. I go through phases. I know next week I'm probably going to be back on Bring Me the Horizon, though. Or something. Hi, everyone. Better late than never. How you doing, Omni? What's up, dude? Favorite Sleep Token tracks? Oh boy, I don't remember what everything's called. Damocles is probably my favorite, though, out of everything. I think that's my favorite. But I can't go wrong with Caramel. Caramel's also very good. There's a few other tracks. I just really don't remember the names of everything off by heart. Actually, you know what? I haven't listened to them in a while. Maybe I should listen to some Sleep Token. There's also is there also any news on the Kafka round 2? Oh man, I don't even think they fulfilled the first round yet, so I don't know if there's any news on that. Actually, these switches look good in this board. They do. I think this suits the build. I want the Kafka but missed it. Yeah, one of those things. It's a nice board. I hope it has a round 2. I hope people are happy with when the board comes in. That's pretty. All right. Now, the fun part of this. Let's open this up and take a look at the new mounting system. Shall we? In all seriousness, I do own a Nut 65 and I like it, but I wish it has screw-in stabs. Oh, did it actually not have screw-in stabs? That sucks. I mean, I guess it doesn't suck, but I like it for options' sake, you know? Okay, we have the regular stuff, and this is the top mount one. So, we're going to start off with this one here, which is the more traditional, or I guess would probably be the more stock variation of the crown mounting system. You'll get it in these little boxes like this. I just didn't put the right ones in. This is how you're going to receive them. This is the top mount version in this box. So it'll act more like a top mount. But we'll open these up. Let's open the board first. Again, if you guys haven't, please go take a look at Mode's video. I think it was very well done and worth the watch on some behind the scenes of, or I guess more of an explanation of the crown mounting system. Very interesting stuff. I guess I need this. Top mount is not included. That's an extra purchase, yeah. Again, I do suggest Mode maybe adding that to the buy page for the board, because very easy to skip over. And I almost guarantee there's going to be some people who think it's included and then not get it and then be disappointed. Is this alien technology? No. I think it's just a cool way to implement like a gasketing system, like a dampening system of some sort. It's very interesting. Okay. God, this color is really pretty. So let's put on the daughter board first. How hard would it be to just let you pick instead? True. That would be... Actually, I don't know how hard that would be. But that would be nice to see if people wanted it. But I don't know. One thing too, for the Encore, these come pre-installed from what I'm told. And then these are also pre-installed too. So just to show you guys up close, part of how this will work is there's going to be a silicone piece that is pre-installed from the factory on the top, right? So that'll be on all points of where this crown mounting system is. And then these force brake micro suede pads will be pre-installed as well, which is a nice touch as well. This will help force brake the case. The old ones, I believe, had adhesive pads that were just 4 along the corners. They were rather large, but these will all be pre-installed. All right, let's put this on first. What bit is these guys? I can't tell if I love this color or don't really. I actually really like this color. Like I said, the only color, which I've seen a few people say they really like it, the only color I didn't love was the green one. Believe it or not, I think I wanted it to be all green. The matcha one, but I feel like it suits the theme of matcha well. I'm just not into it. The base stopped. Beautiful. Those same force brake pads are pre-installed in the Sonnet as well. Had the 2022 Sonnet and just could never get it to where it was happy with it. I don't know if they come pre-installed with the new Sonnet, but they'll be included with the new Sonnet. I'm pretty sure it's just included and you have to apply them yourself. Actually, now I don't know. I'd have to refer back to Matthew there. Low Temp, thank you so much for the Prime. I really appreciate it. All right, so let's take an up-close look at some of this new mounting system here. Let me just get some scissors and open this up, though. Believe it or not, this would probably be my second choice. I would probably pick that, was it the Mocha Mushroom one? Let me triple check the names for these boards here. Mocha Mushroom would be my first choice. Believe it or not. I actually really like that color a lot. This is my second choice color. My third choice color would probably be, you know what? I think Black Sesame. Fourth would be Studio Light, and then fifth, just because again, I'm not really, I don't know, I just don't like the contrast between the white and the green. Mocha cream would be, or not mocha, matcha cream would be my last pick. I need to see the Mocha Mushroom with lighter keycaps. Those photos all have dark brown keycaps. Does it actually? I don't remember now. Did I miss the taste test? Not yet. I think with a... Ooh, you know what? Mocha Mushroom with Abstract would be absolutely insane. That would be a crazy, crazy colorway. Any ideas when Mode's going to release the prologue? No idea. I apologize. I have no clue. Okay, so let's take a look at this. This is the crown mounting system that Mode's developed. So essentially it's a few different pieces, and I believe we're just leaving this all as one piece here, from what I remember from Matthew's briefing on this with me. But it has these metal coils over here, this metal, I guess coil's a good word, metal lattice, whatever you want to call it. And then it's kind of, so this is metal, and then this is all silicone. So essentially, you'll get the bounce from the metal, the wave spring, my mistake. The wave spring, you'll get the bounce from the wave spring without having to contact the PCB and plate assembly or the case. And then one thing that I think is going to be a lot better, which I actually brought up to Matthew too, and they're pretty confident that this is not going to lose. You know how the lattice blocks eventually, like after some time, depending on how, the older ones especially, they lost their shape. These should be a lot more resilient because these are not 3D printed. So it's a pretty cool design. And I think what makes this even more fun too is these are just thumb screws. Like these have knurling around the edges. They're actually quite pretty screws. So Mode Design, they even have that on it. They can be screwed in, or they can just be hand tightened. I think the idea is you do want to hand tighten these in from what I'm told. You don't want to go too crazy with this. So we're just going to put this down here and we're going to screw these in now. Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing. This is my first time using this as well too, guys, so be patient with me here. There we go. That's one. These are like bulky too. Dropped a piece in. The screws do look really nice. Yeah. Can you? Okay. What the hell, guys? We're being too sussy right now. This is the hot swap PCB, yeah. It's also using Gatoron sockets and not Kale sockets. Boo to Kale. Also, I shouldn't say that. I feel like I'm being mean to Kale sockets for no reason. Well, there is a reason, but it's kind of a stupid reason. They made a great video. Yes, 1000%. Please go watch the video. It's pretty insightful if you guys are interested in the board. Also, I'm just noticing this too. This is interesting, Matthew. Is this because maybe the wood isn't 100% in terms of like warpage, I guess? Is this just like a screw that can be put depending on where that goes? That's pretty smart, actually. Interesting. Mode storytelling is really great.
Stupid reasons.
They do a good job.
Kale has my blood on their hands from their stupid hot swap sockets.
It's true. I've hurt myself on them too. They allow slight movement, and if there's wood shrinkage, that is very, very smart. I actually really appreciate that. Kind of satisfying to not have to use tools for these. Well, technically it's kind of top mount, but also not, because there is technically, again, I'll do another zoom in. I'll show you guys. It's interesting, right? Because, can I show it like this? So the way this is going to work, right, is those wave springs that I demoed earlier are going to sit here and allows the keyboard, and you can kind of, man, I'm trying to show a good way to show this. You guys see the movement? How that's compressing? And that's done from this wave spring part on the screw. So yeah, it's like a little suspension system. That's a great way to put it too. It's like a little suspension system. Now I'm thinking I should have got the Encore rather than the Neo Core Plus. By the way, are they, I saw there's like barely any colors for those available. Are they stopping production of those too? And that's it. Board's done. That looks great, actually. Holy shit. Very satisfying looking at this too. Like, this is very cool. And we can try the other one today too, but they did send over like more of a traditional top mount screw, but you know, I'm personally not a big fan of aluminum top mount, but we can try it anyways. It'll be more like a top mount burger mount kind of style. But yeah, there we go. That is the new mounting system, the crown mounting system they're calling it. Let's put this together, screw it in, and put the feet on, and give it a whirl. What do you dislike about aluminum top mount? It's just not for me. I find it sometimes to be a bit too harsh. But, I mean, personal preference. Everyone's different. You can use the packaging to help with the weight installation. Or, sorry, you can use the packaging to help with installation. Oh, yeah, Mode was telling me about that, too. I should have done that the demo. But they designed the packaging to help with installation for the crown mounting system so the switches don't push up. I guess it's very similar to like how delicate maybe like Topper is to install, but or EC stuff. I don't know. I didn't really have a big problem with it. Just kind of like threaded it in and it was good to go. Thoughtful though, very thoughtful. Okay, these can be put to the side and recycled later. Now this guy. Just joining in. Hi, Liv. How you doing? Pressing feet to hide the screws. Always appreciate that. It's more of installing / rebuilding. Oh, if you have keycaps on. Yeah, that's true too. Why don't we get a mode TKL? It's been a hot minute since they've done a TKL. It really has been. I think we're going to do Classicer. I think it's going to look nice on this. Do you guys like it though? Did it turn out good? Is this... You know what? Look at that. There is definitely some movement with that too. Is that translating well on camera? I don't know. My stream preview screen is too small. Cool. Did you abandon the big cork pad? It's not flattening, dude. It's honestly pissing me off so much. I tried to flatten this thing for like a week straight. It was on the floor for a week straight with like heavy boxes on it. It's just not doing it. It's driving me up the walls. Wet it? Wet the cork? Oh man, I don't know. Is that a good idea? I thought like cork retains a lot of moisture or whatever. Would I have to dry it like instantly? I'm new to that. I've never done it. Classicer's a good set, man. I think this is a good choice. I think you definitely, if you're buying this particular color, you want to go something warmer for the keycaps, perhaps. You'll need to dry it fully before using it. Maybe on a warmer day, just so I can leave it outside in the sun or something like that. Maybe that's a smart idea, I don't know. Alright, I'll give that a go. I didn't even think about it. I didn't even know that could work. Just moisten it a little, make it a little more pliable. Okay. I think abstract will look great on this, dude. I think, okay, if it was all this color, this titanium warm champagne color, maybe going too warm would be a mistake, but because it has wood on it, I think you can go as warm as you want here. I think it's fine. Matching my sweater, yeah. A little bit. Will say this is a very, I think this is, I don't know how many revisions total the Encore has gone through, but this is a very interesting revision. It's very well thought out. Good on Matthew and everyone else who helped with this board too. Shelby 65 arrived safe and flawless, but open to border control. Biosecurity. What the fuck? Did they find any? Oh, is it because of the lubricant or something? As long as it wasn't damaged, man. I think I told you guys, apparently one of my other clients brought something over the border. Not shipping, they were just bringing it with them. And apparently, border security ripped open the board for the most part and damaged a whole bunch. And believe it or not, it was actually a mode board. They, I think it was a mode TKL, so nice. The 80, and they ripped it open. I think it was the loop. Sorry, it was the loop. They ripped it open and damaged all the stabilizers. I'm just waiting for them to ship it back to me so I can like figure out what's going on. I wonder if the PCB is destroyed. I'm like very, very curious. Thank you, Keyrist. Appreciate the tier 1. I hope things are well for you. Yeah, this is looking great. Do you know how long the Encore will be available for pre-orders? That you'll have to ask Matthew. I have no clue. They compensate you for damage? Oh, I don't know. I don't think they compensate you if they damage your shit at border control. I don't know. It's never happened to me. I've never looked it up, but I'm assuming they don't bother. I'm assuming that's one of the you did it to yourself, fuck you type things. I have no clue. Do you loop and film spacebar switches? You know, a lot of people ask me this. No. I know there's some people who say there's a big difference. There's definitely a difference, but just personal preference.
Why are Border Patrol people, of many countries, so obsessed with destroying the property of private citizens?
Well, I get it from one perspective, like you definitely want to make sure nothing illegal is being smuggled and things. But you think with all of our safe scanners and all these new things that we own, or I guess develop, you think there'd be a better way to do this. Oh, this looks so good, man. This is hitting real nice right now. X-rays exist? That's what I thought too. Look at this. All right, thoughts? What are we thinking? Oh, this turned out great. This looks super good. Purdy? Yeah. I'm so curious how this is gonna sound. Let me get, I guess a scale for you guys too. I think a few people were asking me about the weight. The battery's not dead on this thing. I'll do it in kilograms. So 1.2 kilos or 2 pounds and 13 ounces, I guess. So not crazy heavy. I would actually say maybe a bit more on the light side. I would consider this light. All right. No, first time trying peacock switches as well. Okay, let's plug this guy in and see how it sounds. So this is peacock switches with an aluminum plate with the crown mounting system. We'll do one test with the one desk pad, and then I know this desk pad can be a little bit bassy, so we'll put on a secondary one sometime, or at some time here during the test here. Okay, I actually think I want to swap the spring on this. This is kind of a light, I don't know why, I'm feeling like very sensitive on this space bar. It sounds great though. It feels like a cross between a gasket system and a top mount. Yeah, hold on. This is not 53. This feels way lighter. Hold on one second. I also want to see maybe this compared to like a cherry switch, just for the sake of comparison here. And then I'm going to change the other desk mount here. This is the aluminum plate, yeah. Interesting. It does sound different than the Encore. I know we haven't used these exact same switches, but I would say the lattice blocks on previous Encore definitely had a slight, more of like an airiness to them. I would say this feels like a... You know, it's weird. I would say this feels quite unique. Like I said, it's like a cross between... I don't know, I can't put my finger on it. Like top mount, but like a very soft top mount. Like it even almost has some of that top mount sound. Now we're just gonna try with the extra desk pad because I know this desk pad's not the best for isolating stuff. That's a loud cherry switch too. Like this is definitely giving some amplification to the sound as well. Huh. These are Peacock switches on the alphas. Actually, I'm going to switch back to the Peacock for just the sound test as well. 5.5 degree type angle is perfection. Yeah, I think so. I'm very curious about the palm plate on this too now. Very, very curious. Is it a good typing experience? Can use it for a whole day? Yeah, like it doesn't feel stiff. It doesn't feel soft either though. It's absorbing a lot of the impact like very, very nicely. The Peacocks definitely feel like an in-between. Yeah, like I don't feel any feedback at all, so it doesn't feel like a top mount in that sense. Pretty nice though. I really like the alphas a lot. These Peacock switches are pretty nice for the alphas. Ooh, my stomach's growling. I don't know why every time I do a sound test I get hungry. Do I have an old Encore? I guess old in quotations. I might. Let's see. I think I have one with... Oh my god, please. I think I have one with keycaps on it. Let me see. Do I? Pretty sure I do. Let me go get it. 1 second, everybody. Oh, here. So you don't have to look at my back. You guys can look at the keyboard. Where is it now? I think I see it. So here's one of them, but there's no... Actually cool, I guess, visual comparison as well. And then I have keycaps on this one. But this is a terrible comparison because this guy has the stainless steel bottom, which is actually really cold right now. God damn. Terrible, terrible comparison because it's going to sound way denser in this one. Here is the older one. Yeah, you know, I'm just speaking instead of my own thing. Hello, here. Alex. I like this config.
Hope you are having a good day and
more.
Happy Friday, everyone.
Hi, Chief. How you doing? And then to compare, here's the other one again. It's interesting because this definitely sounds a lot like a very clean top mount. I would say in some areas, I almost prefer a little bit of, I guess, maybe a bassy sound from the old one. However, the new one has a bit more of, I mean, here, if you guys want to hear like a cherry switch on the alphas as well, just so you guys can get like a better comparison. Again, we'll do a build with long poles and a palm plate here. Just so you guys can see. I would say this one here, you really need to do like a 1-for-1 type of build. You definitely do. But here are cherries on the J and K. So that's versus the Peacock switches. Peacock switches are a bit lower. You know, I actually kind of prefer the Peacock switches in this. Yeah, I actually really like the way the Peacock switches are a bit bassier, I'd say. Interesting. Very, very interesting. My cherry build here is very bright. Peacock switches are definitely on the deep side. Yeah, they're a very deep sounding switch in comparison. Cool. Is the sound difference significant between the two switches, you mean? Yes. I would say so. Throw in a Milky. I would probably say Milkies don't sound too different, but here, I'll get some Milkies for you guys too. So let's put the Milky on G and H. Oh, between the new and old? Old seems a bit more poppy in a way. The new has a bit more of like a nice traditional, and I know this doesn't make sense if you haven't tried a top mount. I would say this sounds almost a little bit like a very clean top mount in a way. But I also have to say that, listen, I'm always going to be a bit of a fanboy of those lattice blocks. I think they were just really good overall. Exactly my sound signature. Here is now. So G and H will have milky yellows. That's loud. Milky yellows versus cherry. Somewhat similar. Is the crown mounting system different or better than regular screw top mounts? Well, I can tell you right now, I probably would not like this combo in a top mount configuration at all. Milky space. I got you guys. Let me just replace this all with the Peacock switches. What do you guys think of the board though? I would say it's a very fun way to improve and almost do something different to the Encore. Peacock switches now. 10 on 10 for looks for sure. Yeah, the new looks great. I don't think there's a Canadian vendor. I think Mode's the only vendor, which, you know what? I will give them some criticism there. It would be nice to see some regional support and regional vendors. Would be nice. I know they did that for some of their products. I think some vendors had it, but I don't know if all vendors have it. My Gart EC shipped? Hell yeah, dude. Oh wait, you guys want to see milky yellow, right? Okay, milky yellow as the spacebar. Ooh, that's quite nice. You know what? Maybe milky yellow is the move for the aluminum spacebar here. That is very nice. It brings a little bit of that poppy sound that we had with the other Encore as well. Wait, does the crown mounting sound better than the regular screw for the top? Oh, wait, sorry. I haven't tried the other mount. Sorry, Mango. I thought I was interpreting that as, does it sound better than a regular top mount? We're about to try the other mounting style now. All right. I just changed one of my boards to split backspace, and now my muscle memory is hating me. It do be happening sometimes. It do be happening. It does sometimes get like that. Hello, magnets? You in a magnet? No, you're not. Okay. No, this turned out great. Actually, hold on a second. I feel like with the screws out, some feedback. I actually almost feel like there's a slightly different. Maybe am I just like placebo affecting myself here? Try screwing that in again. Hold on. I'm just doing stuff. Man, I love Mode. Kind of picky with 75 bits on. It's pretty nice. It is very... Oh, no, it's pretty? Yeah, it's very pretty. I don't know. I feel like it's a slightly different... Let me just like screw these in again. I almost feel like... I don't know. Maybe There's a bit more of a resonance that came that almost reminded me more of like a top mount. But let's plug these in and find out. Maybe it's the feet. The feet maybe changed. Let's see. I'm just going to do it with no feet here. Maybe they were tightened. No, I don't really tighten stuff too much. Maybe it was tightened too much. Maybe, who knows? Let's put the feet back on and try. Bro, Sonnet's really nice, but I'm loving the wood piece on this board. If I had to pick something right now between the Sonnet and this, I mean, I'd probably pick this. But then again, I think right now, like, I'm a little over 75% layouts. Oh yeah, it does sound a little different now. Maybe I did tighten it a smidge too tight, but I don't think I did. I do think, though, with the feet, just it adds a little bit of height. So it's kind of adding maybe a bit of a gap between this and the desk pad. But I do feel like maybe you have to be a bit careful with these bottom screws. Alex is a 75% hater. No. But, you know, right now I'm a little bit in my 65 and 60 era, you know? I'm into it right now. I'm into it. This sounds... I mean, maybe tadpole's a really good way to do it. It sounds like a more... or feels more like a consistent tadpole. There's a level... To put it into, I guess, as eloquently as I possibly can. First experience with the 20 seconds... or even 2 minutes we've spent with the crown mounting system, feeling-wise, it's very consistent. Would I say it's more consistent than anything else on the market right now? No, because it's kind of hard to tell over 2 minutes. I'd have to have some more time with it. I do very much like it, though. Again, it's kind of this weird cross right now that I'm getting like a top mount vibe, but it's like a very soft top mount. It's still, if I had to rank like the firmness of this, it's still quite a firm type, but it definitely feels like a bit more of like a cushion. We won't say soft, a cushioned top mount. But it's been 1 hour and 42 minutes. You know I've only typed in it for like a minute, dude. This freaking guy. This freaking guy, dude. Is this the Monterey Dune? It is. Efro's still there, just use function. Oh, for doing a 65? Yeah. Okay, you know what? These thumb screws are actually very, very handy. I think not having to change things on the board, like, sorry, your screwdriver, is kind of neat. Do you prefer the Encore over other 65% boards? What do you mean by that? Like, the Encore is like, would I daily it over others? Have you seen the new loaf? Dude, everyone's been asking about that board. Yeah, it's something that I'm very, very interested in looking at for sure. Hopefully it performs nicely. And it is a great mod. He'll always keep a tab on Alex. It's true, he does. He really, really does. What are the main differences between the Envoy, Encore, and 65? Damn, this is quite loaded. I think... the Encore, I would say, is the more refined out of all of them. Personally. But, I mean, they're all different. They're just visually a lot different, too. At one point, I would say the Encore had more... Actually, no, they all kind of had the same mounting point at one. I mean, yeah, the Encores had more revisions. Okay, next up. Top mount. Where did I put that? Here we go. This guy. Should I try the box thing that Matthew was saying? Move these to the side. So Matthew mentioned the box is a good way to do the installation of the board. So taking this piece, and then, oh no, not this piece, this piece. Let's see. Is it this piece here, Matthew, or is the other piece? Did I have it right before? Is it going to be like this? Oh, I had it correct. Never mind. So we're using this other piece. Oh, very smart, very smart. Wow. That is actually very, very intelligent to do this. Let's make sure these go in nicely. How much of your lighting is artificial? It's all artificial. Every last bit of it. Wait, this is kind of like... This is nice. God, I like these thumb screws a lot. I think it's easier to put these plastic ones, the bushings, I think, first. And then do the thumb screw. Thank you, I appreciate it. This is the top mount one, yeah. So there's no, to show you guys, there's no crown mounting or, sorry, the wave spring in this. It is literally this silicone thing underneath, this plastic bushing piece, and then it'll basically burger mount this board. Very seamless. Alex, need help. Matcha cream or mocha mushroom? Mocha mushroom. I like the mocha mushroom one the most. Now I'm hungry talking about burgers. I'm actually all right. I don't know. Today I'm like not... I think I lost my appetite today this morning. Like I had a little bit of dinner and then we had like a frozen pizza for lunch. I don't know. Been all over the place with hunger today. No, there's no lattice blocks anymore. No more. I think I'm going to end up switching to the other mounting style. I have a feeling I'm not going to... I mean, you never know. Maybe we will like this mounting system. Lettuce blocks. Okay. Now, I can take this, put this here. I can't remember. Did the Encore, did the Encore have top mount before? I really don't remember now. I feel like it did, right? Yeah, top mount. Okay, I just don't think I've ever used it. What's the limit of having this? Sorry, what's the limit to having the same layout keeps? There's no limit. You do you. You have fun with your purchases. Just be financially responsible. That's all, my friend. Still at ISO top mount? Oh yes, that's right, with the blocks, right? I don't know how to answer that. Matthew, is this going to be in stock eventually? That I'm not sure. Ooh, my stomach. Ooh. I lied. The top mount's very well done on this. I do want to switch back to the other mounting style after this one more time, but I mean, that's impressive. That sounds good. It's definitely way stiffer. I do like the feeling of the other one a lot more. It's weird because, again, I'm more used to this board being like very like soft and squishy, that being top mount's kind of throwing me off a little bit right now, but yeah, this with a plastic plate would actually slap with this mount. Damn, that sounds really good like this. Where's my... Let's try this. Bit more isolated from double desk pad here if you guys want to listen to this. Wow, that's actually really nice and top. What do you guys think? Do you prefer a plastic plate with the spring crown? The crown mounting system? I'm not sure. This is the aluminum one. I think... I don't want to say Sunday, because I think Sunday I might be doing something else. Maybe sometime next week we'll have a day where we can experiment with the other plate as well. Okay, I know I just installed this, but I actually really want to just try the crown mounting system for one thing. I want to see just softness back and forth one more time. Prefer the lattice? Lattice, I think, has its own unique sound signature. I will say. This has a bit of a different sound signature. But to say one is better than the other, I would say is unfair. Burger mounted sounded good. How did it feel? It was stiffer? Way stiffer. Way, way stiffer, for sure. Isn't it so strange that we poop? I mean, yeah, for sure. I guess. Yeah, that's the Geon kit. It's very nice. Try Mode's keycaps. I actually have them packed up in a box right now, and I have it taped up. So I don't know if I can... don't know if I feel like ripping that apart right now. It's still the milky yellow, yeah, for the spacebar. Yes, this box was designed for this, OQ. Mode keycaps are so pretty. I just love Mode stuff, but it's so expensive. I think Mode keycaps are actually a pretty fair price. Compared to some of the other stuff on the market, I think it's like... I'm not saying average, but I would say fair. Hello? You gonna come out bushing? Yes or no? Alright. Okay. We're gonna do crown mounting system one more time here because I'm curious. Do this first. Probably easier to do these. How you doing, Chayo? What's up? I have a Seabass with HMX Cthulhu switches and I'm building this weekend. Any recommendation on first build with PP plate or aluminum? The Seabass I liked with the aluminum a lot. But I think the Seabass is a traditional O-ring build, right? O-ring builds, I think normally, I usually go with aluminum plates. Usually my go-to. Actually, yeah, this is definitely a lot easier doing it like this. Oh yeah, they have PCB snaps too. Are key cults really the peak of keyboards? Very interesting question. I would say at one point they may have been considered that, but I don't know about it anymore. I personally think there are plenty of brands now doing, if not better quality than Key Cult, with more unique... maybe that's a bad way to put it. Just with good designs in place. You know? Seeing innovation's fun. Yeah, I gotta say too, like this is, I have to hand it to the team, like to go back and forth I thought would be a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but this is pretty flawless. Like, or not flawless, Riley. It's really simple just to go back and forth between mounting systems. Just tightening some screws with your fingers, that's it. Where can I watch the mode sonnet that you post on Instagram? On YouTube. Should be my should be a hyperlapse of it if you want to watch the quicker video, but there's also the longer video on YouTube as well. Not having a great day. I hope it goes better, man. Or I guess, I don't know. Ends better, Chayo. We all love you. Don't stress. Very, very nice. Let's put this together. Dear Mode, on your site now, Encore, there are no images of the back of the board. Oh, actually, is there not? Wait, what? Image the back of the board on your store / PDs. Do you mean this side of the board? I guess that'd be considered the back, right? I always say this is the back, but this is technically the bottom. Oh yeah, I guess there's not. I guess there really isn't. They show the bottom, yeah, they did show the bottom. All right. Neo stuff is hugely underpriced. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Neo is a really fair comparison for a lot of this stuff. I think it's a pretty awful comparison. They do huge MOQs of things, where I think most other companies would do a very small portion of that, you know? Very, very small. You know, I think I do prefer this spacebar. I'm going to tune it a little bit more on the right side. I think I prefer this spacebar to the other spacebar, but I almost say the alphas in the other one are more my style, but it's probably because those are milky yellows and these are peacock switches. But this has definitely a bit more of a kick to this spacebar. Yeah, this definitely feels a lot softer. The feeling difference between both is pretty crazy. Interesting. Matthew, have you also experimented with not putting in certain, I guess, points of contact? So, like, for example, have you tried just putting 4 on the corner and not putting 2 of the mountings on the center areas? Curious how that would feel. And if that would work well. What keycaps are these? Classicer. QK and Neo have so much coverage from custom keyboards. That too, for sure. For sure. They have a lot of coverage from a lot of people too. Yeah, this turned out good. What do you guys think overall? I'm very happy with this. It does bend the PCB, which we don't love. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I guess for the plastic plates too, that would probably be non-ideal. Probably nothing you'd want there. I'll put these back now. I'm thinking about getting the QK75N. Which one's that one there again? Which one's the N version? Oh shoot, I really have to double check. How's the new mounting system? I mean, I think it's impressive. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I think from a few different standpoints, I really like how easy it is to install. Sound-wise, I'd say it's very different from the old boards. I almost want to say that if you're into a more loud, more top mount-esque style sound, this is definitely going to be your pick. Ooh, stomach's growling here. In a way, I feel like this is going to last longer than the lattice blocks. Not in a way, it probably will last longer. It's the non-exploded version? I don't remember what that even looks like. This does look good on my desk, though. Whoever said that before, you're right. It does suit the desk very well. Love Mode's approach here. Yeah, I really like this. This turned out great. Damn, the spacebar has a kick. Currently 2 different options for mounting. Could be more in the future. Oh, that's true too, depending on what you guys want to do with that. Yeah, that is very true. We'll give the board a little once over again visually. This one's from Grove Made, but not this. They don't sell this color anymore, which is such a bummer because I wanted to pick up another one because this one here is starting to wear down a little, but it is what it is.
Hey Alex, just bought the Overture V2 as my first keyboard kit. I'm a little intimidated when it comes to stabs. Do you have any recommendations for good stabs?
You know, if you're intimidated, just get Knight V4s. I would say those are probably going to be the most straightforward, easy to loop stabs. They're kind of no nonsense. I think they're also a little bit easier to install than, say, the Type Plus. Just to kind of assemble them. Just go Knight V4s. Does it deserve a smooch? I think so. Dude, Matthew, you did a great job with this. I know there's a bunch of people involved in the crown mounting system. I think it turned out very nice. I love the side profile of this. It turned out really good. Can you give me a smooch? Damn. Yeah, the cherry lip, the wood. I mean, the Encore design is pretty tried and true at this point here. I think a lot of people really like it. I don't think I have anything like this. No. I mean, here. You know what's a good way to do this? Here is it next to silver. Oh my god, this one's so heavy. Oh, jeez, that's heavy. Here's it next to silver. Maybe that's like the best way I can show you guys. That's a cool picture, actually. It has a bit more warmth, for sure. I don't know if my camera's leaning a bit green today, but it has a bit more warmth next to silver. Can we have crown mounts for all keyboards? I mean, that'd be really cool. I mean, that is a very interesting point too. If you had a crown mounting system for multiple keyboards, it would just work between keyboards as well. Do you like to read? I don't have anything really I've picked up that I want to read. But at one point I loved it. You know what? I think the Peacock switches as the alphas. I know we compared them before. I really liked them. I don't know if I loved the Peacock for the spacebar as much as the Milky Yellow. Yeah, I prefer the Peacock switches. I mean, they're both nice. I can't really hate on any one of these. I think final thoughts, very welcomed rendition of the Encore. I'm also really happy the wood accents are back. No, I didn't touch the Peacocks at all. They're just straight from the factory. New Encore versus Manta? I don't think that's a very fair comparison. The price point's way different. But if you guys want... Also, I think we're using totally different switches on this. And different mounting styles. Manta or Encore? Encore every single day. Guys, I'm not going to answer the question about my own board, man. They're totally different. This sounds way more like in your face. Mine's built to be a little bit more subdued. Bro hates Bowl? That's okay. I told him I love him today. Bowl's already covered with love. Dude, I can't say one's better than the other. They both sound very good. If I had to actually give you guys an opinion on which one I like more in this current configuration, the spacebar on this one here is definitely brighter, and I kind of like that. As to where maybe the Mantas, and I'm not sure if it's the the TTC XPTs. This is a bit more subdued, because I know I've built a Manta with it being brighter. So yeah, I think this one here definitely is more in your face. If I had to pick one, and I kind of enjoy this. Do you have the Mocha Sonnet? It's all packed up. I don't have it.
If there is a MAN2 R2/V2, you should have Matthew design one of the color options.
I'm down. Always down for I mean, I'd be honored for that. Pink Manta? Damn, everyone wants a pink Manta. Terracotta Manta V2. I think you can probably cook with the colors for that. I will say though, if I had to pick a color of keyboard right now that suits my desk at the moment, it's going to be this keyboard, like hands down. The green does suit the vibe, but this suits it 10 times more. Like it really does. You can't even deny that. I think the green looks good for me because my wall is green, but you guys can't see that. Like maybe from this perspective, maybe, and if I move the monitor back to see more of the wall, like maybe the green makes a bit more sense, but I think this still vibes. Your setup sometimes looks rendered. Well, I appreciate that. That's very nice of you to say. Well, if you guys were to consider the Encore, what color would you guys get? I think for me, I'm still locked in on Mocha Mushroom, despite how good this looks on the desk right now. I still think I'd get Mocha Mushroom. As much as I like this, I almost want some contrast from the keyboard. Just a little bit, like looking back, or where's my button for this? When I look at this setup again, it's nice, but I do think Mocha Mushroom would slap more. My humble opinion. I'm stuck between Mushroom and Black Sesame. I really think you can't go wrong with Black Sesame either. Again, the only color in which I'm not sure, I feel like you have to have the setup for this, is the Matcha Cream. Also, Studio Light seems like a very safe choice as well. It's very much like this, except, actually, is it exactly like this, Matthew? Is it literally this again? Actually, it might be. I think so, actually. This would be the Studio Light, which is a very safe choice. You can't go wrong with this. Yeah, I think this is literally the exact same color. Maybe the wood's different? Let me see. Few finishing materials. Yeah, no, this is maple. I think this is exactly the same. I mean, you can't go wrong with either one of these, though. Pretty much, but we changed our white, so we have a softer white. Okay, so slightly different. This is a bit cool, for sure. Studio Light have a silver bottom. This also has silver. This is a two-tone one as well. Yeah, I think Monterey and Mocha Mushroom are the best colors, hands down. How is Severance? I don't know. Still haven't watched it. You have to ask Pretty Calamity. Did I recently get a haircut? No, I washed my hair today. I've been trying not to go too crazy with shampoo and conditioner and stuff. I find when I do, my hair gets really dry during the winter, so... Matcha cream with black keycaps would be nice. Let me try to picture that. A small part. I know Matthew's already done a board like this though, so I get why there's some difference here. A small part of me would have loved like a black bottom or just something darker for the matcha cream. I don't know. For me, I just think there's a bit too much contrast between the top and the bottom, but I know there's going to be people who really like that, so. Watch it when you can. I want to. But I have to do some convincing first. Any plans for copper variants or heavy materials in the future? I'm also curious about that. I wonder if there's going to be a revival of maybe the copper bottom. The configurator thing lets you see different keycaps on each board. Where's the configurator thing? Oh, I guess when I do this, let's do matcha cream, palm, secure linears, sure. Oh, I see. It does look good. You know what though? The Monterey keycaps. Here, let me share screen again really quick. The Monterey keycaps on this look really good. I think it's just the side profile. I'm not like too crazy about this. I think we've had a little copper fatigue, if I'm being honest. I get it. The Obscura keycaps do look really fun on this though. Like just a set of wob would be really nice. It does kind of slap with the black keycaps though. It looks better like this. Tomorrow caps? How do the Lotus look? Oh, they're sold out. Actually not a fan of this one. Like I said, this is unfortunately or fortunately, whatever. I like the other colors so much more. Like, oh, actually, does the keycaps stay? I'm curious. How does Obscura look on the Monterey Dune? Yeah, this is nice too. Mocha Mushroom or Black Sesame are so pretty. Mm-hmm. Matcha cream with Monterey has been surprisingly good combo for me. It is really, like, I think out of all of them, the matcha and then the Monterey keycaps look very nice. Like, this is pretty. Studio lights remind me of IKEA. Wait a second, what are you talking about? No. Actually, this is a nice combo too. Actually, I think the Monterey keycaps are just beautiful. Can't go wrong with that. I want to see Gorp on Monterey Dune. I wonder if this will slowly become my favorite color, though. I don't know. I still feel like this is still the best one. This just has like a classiness to it. What is this? This is walnut. Yeah, this has a classiness to it, man. Yeah, we were talking about that in it. It's basically the same thing. Just apparently it's a slightly warmer white. Or maybe not warmer, but softer white, Matthew said. Hard to tell, because this is a monitor and not actually in person. I want the Monterey keycaps and the bright sound of your manta on this board. I think you can still get bright. Hey man, listen, I think tune in for next stream. I'm going to go back to the Milky Yellows, or not next stream, but to the next Encore stream. I think Milky Yellows, believe it or not, and a palm plate, or the plastic plate, will give you that sound signature. I really, really do. Alrighty though, guys. That's pretty much it. A closer look at all the colorways. Oh yeah, if you guys want, watch the video too. What Matthew put in chat. A darker wood would be very good. I think the darker wood looks good for this board. $500 with keycaps and switches and stabs. I feel like this is pretty normal. You know, $60 for shipping, and I think they use DHL. I don't want to say it's like, I think that's pretty normal. I don't know. Here in Canada, if I ordered something from the States that was a bit larger and heavier, I'm expecting usually to pay like 45 to 50 bucks. I don't know. Again, maybe I'm jaded a little bit. I have no clue. Like, I mean, dude, as an example, within Canada, I have shipped stuff to the other side of Canada, which isn't that far away, and it's been around $40 to $50 as well. So I would expect 120 euros in France. DHL delivery in 3 days, even from China, that's insane. Dude, okay, you want to know something crazy? I had to ship to a customer in BC. Shipping a small package. It was a set of switches was like $29. I had to ship that same package all the way down to the most southern part of the United States. Was $13. Make that make sense. And that's like including a handoff to another company. And this is just me using straight something that's in Canada. So make that make sense, dude. So nice.
Jeez,
Shark, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate it, man.
At alexotos and chat alexot love.
Thank you, dude. Meme, thank you so much, man. Capybara switches on the Neo. Nice, dude. Good combo. A carbon fiber bezel? You know, I like the Encore wood bezels. I don't know how I'd feel about it with any other bezels. I was definitely feeling a little bit of
well, 458 gifted
thank you,
a tier
Jan.
1 sub to Don Gap
I definitely
_
missed the wooden bezels on the Encore with the last rendition. I did like it though. It was nice having like the polycarbonate ones, like the one that's on this one. This guy here. But I gotta say, the board hits better with wood. It really does. Unique though, it is fun having this. Like this is a cool combination of materials too, but alright though guys, that's pretty much it. Are we getting a new TKL and HHKB from mode? Man, I don't think they're gonna do an HHKB again. I'm guessing anyways. I don't know. Maybe they have something else in store. I'd be surprised if they did. Take it easy, Ravius. You have a good one. With the carbon fiber plate, you think it? Oh, Meme, you don't like your sound profile with the capybara switch, isn't it? Maybe it could be the CF plate too. I know the capybaras can be a little bit loud, so maybe a plastics plate would be nice on that one. All right, though, guys, let's sign off for the day, shall we? Oh, nice. This is already bound to something I like for Mac. I hope you guys have a good day. Thank you so much for tuning in. I haven't even received the Neo yet, and I want an Encore. As usual, with everything, just as like a little... If you guys are planning on buying the board, please be financially responsible with all your purchases. You know, make sure you guys can pick this up and you're good to do so. But let's go find someone to raid. I think Mikey Types is on. Let's go raid Mikey Types. Great board, Matthew. Yeah, Matthew did a great job with this. I really like the new mounting system. It turned out very good. Have a good one. See you guys later. And I guess, actually, no. See you guys Sunday. I was going to say see you tomorrow. See you guys Sunday. Bye, everybody. Love ya. Actually, we have to wait till the raid thing here says so. Bye, everybody.